Hello guys, welcome back to our video. This is for Africa Solar PV Tech. Today we are going to do a segment of the most frequently asked questions by clients, and I'm with my colleague here, Elizabeth.
Hello. So, Alvin, what is the most frequently asked question when a client walks in and wants to install solar?
The most asked question is I want solar to power everything in my house.
And so, when they tell you this, how exactly is it a bit difficult for you to ascertain what their needs are, or do you need more information from them?
When you tell me you want a solar that power everything in your house, I cannot tell what is in your house, so I have to engage you more and get into detail of what exactly do you have in your house that you want to be powered. What is viable for a solar system and what is not viable. So we'll break it down step by step by knowing what you have, the wattage of the appliances you have, how many pieces you have, hours of usage in a day or a week. So with that, we'll be able now to siphon down the information that you have and have something to work with.
So it would help if a client is also patient with you so that you can give them what is best for their project and their home and their family, right?
Yes. Most of the time I tend to find the client who really wants to understand the system and wants a project to be done. They will always be patient. They will always be patient with the process, and they will be willing to learn on the go as we continue sizing and getting to get information from them.
Right.
Yeah. So it's usually very helpful to have a client who is patient and ready to work with you.
And what if maybe you end up with a client that is budget sensitive or just, does not really have as much money to start with for their project? How do you deal with that?
That's simple, easy, because one, solar system is something that you can upgrade with time, depending with your budget and your financial forecast. Maybe this year you are having maybe a budget of X amount, and if you foresee that maybe next year or a year, 2 years later, you'll be able to attain the financial that you require to power the entire things in your house. So, number one thing first is to get the size of the inverter correctly, because it's only the inverter that you cannot upgrade. However, there are a series of inverters that we have in stock that you can stack together to increase the number or the capacity of that inverter. Then with the battery, the inverter, you can always add on the go.
So Alvin, what if there is a business owner or entrepreneur or someone who has a commercial business and is wondering, are we only doing home installations? What would you tell them?
I'll tell them that we are in C&Is, we are in businesses. For example, if you're doing portion mill back in the village and you are facing challenges of electricity or running cost of generator to run your portion mill, we can give you a system that will help you cut those costs and increase your profit, so that by the end of the day you go with a lot of money in the pocket.
However, we should also still let them know that the startup cost for the solar project may seem high, but they would get their return on the investment soon, right?
That's correct. However, it's not as soon as like tomorrow,
Right.
but with time you start enjoying the benefit of the solar, because one thing we need to know is sun will be always constant there, but with KPLC the rates keep on changing, the fuel costs will keep on going high or changing, so we never have benefit of that.
So you mentioned sun. What if there's some clients, potential clients that are talking about, for our area, we don't really experience sun. What would you tell them?
I'll tell them that the panel that we are offering is monocrystalline. Monocrystalline, this panel requires only light to generate. Even on cold season or rainy season, it's usually it can be able to generate. And I can that we have projects in Limuru that are also doing well. So if the people of Limuru are enjoying solar system or services, why not you?
Now, let's talk about roof space. What can you tell us about that? The client who just feel like, you know what, I think like this panel looks super huge and my roof space is this small. How can you, let them know that even they can get the solar?
So if you are having limited roof space or space to do your solar panels, the reason why we are having these bigger panels, 665 watts, is because it helps reduce the number of panels that one may require, especially if you are sizing your system with smaller panels, like 300 to 550 watts panel. So we find we require more pieces, but with 665 we reduce that numbers that it can be able to be contained within the space you have. However, if maybe you're financially capable, you can also consider doing couple structure or garage, and then you do the solar system with the roof of the garage, and your battery and inverter, you can put them beneath. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. What about if, for example, someone only has a specific amount of, we have clients that end up saying, I only want this, I only want that, and maybe it's not best for their project. How do you usually deal with this? The clients that are already very set on what they want, but it would not work for the project.
So with that, number one drive for PVTech is the client is always right, and the client is our king. So when the client comes, we'll listen to them, then we'll work with them through the journey, so that through sales and through the numbers, the calculation, and the simulation that we normally have for our client, they can be able now to see or visualize what we're talking about. So in the end, they will end up understanding why we are saying this cannot or this can, and why we need more 2 extra panels or why we don't need.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if that's it, we hope that we've kind of covered some of the questions that you as our clients have. If you do feel that we didn't really answer something that you've been thinking about, something that you've always been asking and no one has really answered you, just reach out to us or comment below, we'll get back to you, or just visit us. We are in Platinum Square, Hollow Road Industrial Area, ground floor, door 10, and in Kisumu, the railway station, go down 1. We're ready to serve you. The contact details are below. You can also email us on info@ourafricasolar.com. We'll see you next time.